Did Jesus really exist? Hi, Alex McFarland here. Every now and then during the course of traveling, we'll talk to people, usually young people that have been influenced maybe by a video they saw online, and they'll say, well, many atheists say Jesus never existed. That may be true. There are probably some atheists that say that, but really one of the most documented lives in world history is the life of Jesus Christ. One of my favorite historians that I comment on so often is Will Durant, who at one time was a secular humanist, though it is said that he did become a believer before he died. But the great historian Will Durant, he said, no one who reads the four Gospels can doubt the reality of the figure behind them, that a few simple fishermen would create the most riveting personality in all of history, so powerful, so appealing, so lofty an ethic, so inspiring a vision for humanity. That would be, if it had been merely invented, that would be a miracle far greater than the miracle of believing that God revealed himself through Jesus Christ. Okay, it's really interesting. A series of atheists were presented some Old Testament scriptures, roughly 24 scriptures that we know were written 400 BC and farther back, and then in 250 BC, translated from Hebrew to Greek, and these were preserved. Now listen, Genesis 3:15, seed of a woman. Genesis 7:14, born of a virgin. Numbers 24:17, a star will arise, and signifying one who holds a scepter. Micah 5:2, born in Bethlehem, one who is from old, from everlasting. Psalm 22, one whose hands and feet would be pierced. Zechariah chapter 11, this person would be sold for 30 pieces of silver and buried in the potter's field. And they asked these atheists, 24 Old Testament scriptures, who might this be talking about? And they said, Jesus, born of a virgin, Isaiah 9:6, God with us, it certainly must be Jesus. And so the question that was asked that I pose to you now is, so vivid a picture of Jesus, and 400 BC, it seemed to be messianic. 250 BC, when it was translated into Greek, the Septuagint, and all of these things faithfully preserved. And then we've got the canonical Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But then, even beyond this, we have Jewish, Greek, and Roman sources that reference the life of Christ. The idea that this is just myth and never happened, and for now 20 centuries, 2/3 of the human race have been willing to follow this Jesus, grow, and their lives changed, and even die for this Jesus, and that's just happenstance. Impossible. Impossible. It's like Billy Graham said, Jesus, is he real? Well, I was just talking to him this morning. Jesus is real, and we often talk about this, and we often say this, that he is as close by as a prayer, which indeed is true. If you need more help to know what it means to know Christ, go to our website, alexmcfarland.com, click on that tab, What Does God Say About My Relationship with Him? In the meantime, please like this video, like us on social media, share, spread the word, and you can find out more about the reality of the Christian faith at alexmcfarland.com.